Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can turn an ordinary USB stick into something a little more sinister. This little hack will easily trick people into opening any program or script US stores on just an ordinary USB flash drive. So let's get to it right after this.
Malduino is the Arduino-based bad USB. Inject keystrokes at lightning speed, gain a shell, change someone's desktop wallpaper. With the Elite version, simply store and select between up to 16 different scripts on a microSD card. To find out more, see the link in the video description.
So let's look at how this works. So the victim here will plug in an innocent looking USB drive, wondering what's on it. Upon opening the drive, you'll see a single file that looks more or less like a folder. Without thinking twice, the victim will double click on that folder. Instead of opening up a folder, up opens a file or any executable you've set it to open. And yes, you can store that exe file on the USB stick itself. You might be wondering where it's stored, more on that in a sec. So how is this done? Well, if we go back to the USB sticks directory, you'll notice that folder really isn't a folder at all, but rather a shortcut, denoted by the fact that it says shortcut here, though most people probably won't realize that. So this shortcut actually points to a file or program that we've got in a hidden folder also on this USB stick. If we go to View and select Hidden Items, you'll see this folder Secret. By opening that, this is our payload, which in this case is a pretty harmless bat file. Though bear in mind, this could be an executable, this could be pretty much anything. So by opening this shortcut, we are actually opening this cybernuke by proxy. What makes this trick even more convincing is the folder icon on the shortcut. Windows actually allows you to change the icon on shortcuts with the precursor that there's a small little shortcut identifier in the corner. So with this little hack, it might be hard to trick more seasoned computer people, but for the noobs, and I'd say just people in general, you'll probably get them just fine with this. Most people will probably just see the folder icon and assume it's a folder, wondering what's inside, so they'll just open it. Even if they do spot the small shortcut identifier, they probably won't even know what it means, or if they do, shortcuts generally aren't associated with threats. So setting this whole thing up is incredibly simple. Just plug in any old USB drive you want, and I'm going to format mine just to make sure it's squeaky clean. So firstly, with the drive open, you're going to want to create a folder to put your payload in. So just go to New Folder, just call it whatever, and go with Secret, and then right click it, go to Properties and check Hidden, and tap OK. So when your victim opens this up, they're not going to see the folder at all, unless they have Show Hidden Items enabled, which we're going to need to do in order to deal with it. So just open this up, and then drag in your payload. In this case, I'm just going to use my cybernuke from earlier, though you could put in an executable, pretty much anything. So then go back to the drive and right click, New, and go to Shortcut. So in the location, just go to Browse and select your payload. There you are. Next, and then put in anything. A good enticing name would be best to encourage people to click it. So I'm going to put free food. And now, when we double tap this, it opens the payload. However, it's not very hidden at all. It kind of shows a bat file icon here. So right click, go to Properties, and then select Shortcut and go to Change Icon. OK on that. And then I'm going to select the folder icon because it's the most inconspicuous. OK, Apply, and then OK. And now it just looks like a normal folder. But of course, we've got Show Hidden Items enabled. That's why it still shows the secret folder for us. So if I go to View, uncheck that, as it is unchecked by default, then you've just got free food. So when you double click that, you get your payload. And now you're free to just go and plug it into pretty much any Windows computer. If that wasn't blatantly obvious, this will only work on Windows, so bear that in mind. And yeah, it'll work straight off the bat. The folder icon and the shortcuts all carry over, so everything here works. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's short little hack. Remember to hit that like button if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on the Twitters and the Instagrams, and as always, stay tuned for more hacking videos.